The creative life is not a linear journey. Sometimes you are creative and full of inspirations. Then sometimes you'll have creative block. Other days will become creative na naman. Then magkakaroon ng creative block. It's a loop and it's normal. The problem is, how can we sustain it? How can we make sure we stay in the loop? Welcome to Book Notes, a series where I share notes and highlights from some of the books that I've read. Today we're talking about Keep Going, completing the trilogy of Austin Kleon's book. We've learned from the first book how to generate ideas. Then sa second book, we've learned how to share your creativity and get discovered. Now this book teaches us how to sustain our creativity. Whether we are stressed, burned out, having creative blocks, or tired, this book tells us to keep going. It's easy to be creative if ideas keep flowing, but that is not the case every day. What do you do for days when there's no creative juice at all? When you sit and you just stare at a blank page or a blank canvas. This is what this book is all about, giving us strategies that we can do for us to keep going. Now, here are 5 strategies that I've learned from this book. Establish a daily routine. May mga days na you are inspired and days na nauubos yung creative juice mo. But a daily routine will help you get through it. If hindi mo alam yung gagawin, your routine will tell you what to do. And it will make sure that you don't waste your time. Whenever I get creative block, I have different routines na ginagawa ko to help me get back. I set at least 30 minutes to 1 hour to play a guitar, play a game, watch a movie, or YouTube videos. At least with that, pag nauubusan ako ng ideas, alam ko kung ano yung gagawin because I have established that routine. And even in my content creation journey, handling business, handling different projects, I can still create videos like this, shoot videos, record an episode for my podcast, and I was able to do all that because I have schedule and I stick to it. If you want to establish a daily routine, it's okay to look at others' daily habit. Pero walang perfect or universal routine for creative work. What works for me might not work for you. And you can just copy a routine from a successful person and expect it to work for you. We have different obligations and responsibilities. Maybe the people you want to copy doesn't have much responsibilities, kaya niya nagagawa yung routine na yon. Or they have different social life. If you want to establish your own, be aware of yourself. Observe how you work on things. Alamin mo yung obligations mo or yung responsibilities mo. Do you best work in the morning or at night? Masaya magkaroon ng routine that works for you. Komportable and you have freedom that can lead you to your best work. Build a Bliss station. Creativity is about connection and it's also about disconnection. Huh? In still like an artist, we have to get inspiration from different people, from different sources, and to also connect with other people. That's one way to generate ideas. But we also have to disconnect from the world to connect with ourselves. When we connect with ourselves, mas naiintindihan natin kung ano yung gusto nating gawin. I think this is the 3rd video na nabanggit ko tong concept na to. But I really love this concept na naging inspiration ko pa for my podcast. Joseph Campbell said that Bliss Station is a place where you can experience and bring forth what you are and what you might be. This is the place for creative incubation. It's a dedicated space that is ready for you anytime. Lalo na pag nagkakaroon ka ng creative block. This is a place na walang distraction, you only focus on doing your stuff. You can watch this video if you want to know more about the Bliss Station. It's a good way to have a daily appointment or a weekly appointment to disconnect from the world so that you can connect with yourself. Forget the noun, do the verb. Lots of creative people strive for titles. Do you want to become creative director, painter, writer, or filmmaker without doing the actual job? Do you want to become this and that? Pero ayaw naman nilang gawin yung mga bagay for them to become that. Job titles, if they're taken too seriously, will make you feel like you need to work in a way that befits the title, not the way that fits the actual work. Forget the noun, do the verb. You want to become a writer. What happens when you want to try dancing? You want to become a singer. Pero what will happen if you want to try painting? Huwag mo ilimit yung sarili mo based on your title. And don't wait for someone to give you a title before you do the actual work. Do the work and let other people worry about the titles. Protect your passion. Not every passion in your life should be monetized. I think this always happens to us. You are good at doing something. Like for example, magaling ka magluto. You love doing it. It's your hobby and creative ka dito. Natikman ng family and friends mo yung luto mo. And what do you think is the standard reaction? Probably masarap, pero at least one of them would tell you that you can sell it. Na pwede kang magtayo ng restaurant. Actually, it's a good compliment. You now have a hobby and a business. You're lucky if you get to pay doing what you really want. But remember, it can get tricky when you monetized it. It's a dangerous territory. Having a business is somewhat difficult. You'll face different clients, challenges, ups and downs, and you might hate something that you love because of that. I'm not saying that you should not monetize it. I just want to point out the risk of transforming your creativity into business. May mga multiple hobbies tayo. Just make sure na merong hobby or passion na off limits na you can keep for yourself. I mean, draw the line between what you will and won't do for money. Lastly is to plant your garden. Yung creative journey natin, it also have different seasons. And part of being creative is knowing which season you are in. You need to observe your pattern so you'll know saan best yung creativity mo. And be patient if you have creative block or haven't found it yet. Some of us, we became creative at a young age. Others become creative late in their lives. But it's not how early or late you blossom and discover your creativity. It's about how you experience it and make progress. For now, keep creating, plant your seeds, take care of them, and it will grow into something lasting. So next time, pag napifeel mong hindi nag-work or hindi nagpo-flow yung creative juice mo, try to use these strategies. You don't have to implement all of them. Just pick one na komportable ka. You can also read this book to get to know more strategies. It might be just what you need to get you back in the creative loop and for you to keep going. Thank you for watching. I hope you found this video helpful. If you want to watch other episodes of Book Notes, you can click here. Thank you so much and I'll see you on the next video. Bye!